Hi everybody, it's Miss Lisa from the Wayne County Public Library, and this week we talked about umbrellas and rainbows. So we're going to make a three-dimensional umbrella, and we're going to actually use the colors of the rainbow. And remember, it was Roy G. Biv. That was red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, and that's what our umbrella is going to look like. So I'm going to show you what we need first. So I've got just a plain blue sheet of construction paper. This is going to be our background for our day or night because it's usually about this dark when it's raining anyway. And what we did is we took some construction paper and we just had the 7 different colors. And as you can see, I cut all my holes out of this one. But you can even use just white paper and color them if you want, because that's why we have the markers here. You can have the 7 different colors of the rainbow and you can color white circles. If you do use a white sheet of paper, or even if you have construction paper, I just used a jar lid to trace around and then cut the circles out. So that's how I did mine. So you'll need a pencil for tracing as well. Okay. And then you'll need scissors for cutting out your circles. And then you're going to need glue sticks for gluing them together and gluing everything onto the paper. And the optional thing is paper clips, because I'll show you how this is going to work. And you'll see why we need paper clips, or they do come in handy. So what I've done here, and I went ahead and made a start on this one, because it does need to dry before you can glue it onto the paper. So just remember that before you go on. This is actually what it's going to look like when you're done. Our little three-dimensional umbrella here. So as you cut it out, whether you cut it out of the white, and color it, or you cut it out of construction paper, you're going to do the same thing with your circle. You're going to want to fold it in half like this, as you can see. Okay, so that's half. And now you're going to fold it into quarters. A little bit of math there too, and with our learning how to make an umbrella. So you'll have it looking like that. So again, every single circle you want to fold in half and in quarters. So that's the red one. I'm not going to do all these. It's going to get you where you're going. In half and in quarters. Okay, let me do one more. Okay, so in half and in quarters. Now what you want to do with these little pieces that you've made, okay, is we're going to glue these together. So remember our Roy G. Biv, red and orange. Now as you can see, you're going to take the bottom. Okay, we see the rounded top, you want to be on top, and the flat part, you want to be on the bottom. You're going to glue those two together inside on either side. So get your glue stick, okay, and put some glue on one side of the red. And then we're going to stick our orange to that. Okay, so you're lining up the flat part and the round part, okay? And now you're going to do the next color. So you're going to go on from orange to yellow, and again we're going to put some glue here on our orange. And remember, flat part to flat part, round part to round part, and make sure it lines up nice and even. So look, if I do that, you can't see the yellow one behind the red one, can you? And vice versa. So you've got them all lined up. However, when they spread out, it's three-dimensional. Isn't that cool? So continue to do that all the way around. And the reason I said the paper clips come in handy is once you start gluing them, if you do this to it, or you can even use a clothespin, that'll help it dry, stuck together. And don't try to rush this and put it all on the page at the same time. It took me like a day, well actually 2 days to get this one put together that I have here. So just make sure they're clipped together and let them dry, and go ahead and finish all the 7 colors together. And then what I did is I just took some glue and rubbed it on the paper here, and then stuck it on there just like that. Very simple. So again, I'm just going to do one side of it here. So you want to put, by the time you're done, you're going to have the red. Okay. Let me see if I can do this really quick. I know I keep saying I'm not going to, but I end up doing it anyway because I just want to make sure you guys can do this right. Okay, so there's the green to the yellow. Do that really quick. And I'm hoping it won't come apart. And the blue in half and quarter. Okay. And remember to keep your flat parts together and your round parts together. I have a funny looking umbrella if you don't. Okay, we're going to call this one Indigo. Indigo is like blue jeans. It's a blue jean color. This is as close as we could get. If you color it with a crayon, just go very lightly with your blue and you'll be close enough. That'll be fine. Okay, so we're going to put our Indigo in there. And the next one is the last one, I should say, is the Violet. Yeah, I know it looks purple, but let's call it Violet. All right, let's put the Violet onto the Indigo. As you can see why I'm saying the paper clips really work well when you do this to hold it together. But we'll cross our fingers and see what happens. Okay, put that together like that. Oh, look, okay, it's all together. Okay, so you can see all my corners are lined up and the circles are all on top. All right, let's try to glue this one down. So I'm going to put glue on the red part and glue on the purple part. And then I just took and put a bunch of glue right in the middle here and opened it up and popped it down there. So as you can see, it kind of sticks together a little bit. So I'll tell you what I did is I just went through each one and kind of poofed it out a little bit so it would make a nice fluffy umbrella. You just stick your finger gently down the middle of each one and kind of open it back up, as you can see. There we go. A nice fluffy umbrella. Because we want to be covered in the rain. Okay, so I think you got the idea here. As you can see, it's starting to open up a little bit more and more. Okay, it's just not bad for a rush job. So, but anyway, that's what we did to get this one going. And now all umbrellas need a handle. We just took a black magic marker. You can use black crayon, that's fine. And right down the center, you're going to put a little, it looks like the letter J, actually. Okay. So very simple, letter J, right up underneath the umbrella. So it's going to be your handle. And then we cut some clouds out because it usually is cloudy when it rains. You can either draw clouds or just like freeform it, whatever you want to do. So we're going to cut some puffy clouds out. And again, you know, usually the puffy clouds don't bring rain, but they sure do look pretty in a picture. So, okay. There we go. And let's put one cloud there. And actually, if you want to give these some dimension or a little bit of character, you can put a little bit of gray on them. Because usually it's gray clouds that have rain, not these big white fluffy cirrus clouds. I don't know if you remember from the book I read, we had cirrus clouds. Okay. There we go. And more glue. Sticky. All right. So, oh, we have our clouds. It's a cloudy day. Like I said, if you want to make it, you know, gray, you can even use a pencil to color it. There's a shade of gray in there. Okay. Yeah, a little artistic vision. So, for a really optional idea, if anybody's ever been to Pikeville and Fremont, you know we love a lot of glitter and glue. So we have got some silver glitter because we're going to represent rain here. And we're just going to make little dots all over our paper here because it's just rain, rain, rain. And there we go. Okay, that should be good. And now I'm going to sprinkle just a tiny bit of glitter. Don't go overboard with your glitter. Less is more, always. Okay. Sprinkle a little bit here. There, like that. And I use a pie plate to catch the remainder parts of my glitter, which kind of mostly works. Okay, and look, we have rain on our umbrella. Some raindrops are falling other ways, but, you know, try to get it going down. Oh, that's a perfect one. Can you see that? Okay. So have fun with your umbrella. Enjoy, and hopefully you won't need to use your umbrella too much this summer. And thanks for joining us. See you next time.